Hey guys, how's it going? Shimbob here, and today I've got another Titanfall video for you guys, and this one is going to be my Titanfall review. So I just finished the campaign the other night, and I've played all of the Titans a fair bit in multiplayer as well, so I thought it was about time to give my final thoughts on the game. Well, not final thoughts, but initial thoughts on the game, I guess. And like most of my other videos, this will be quite informal, so not an official review or anything like that, just a bit of a discussion about what I really enjoyed and maybe didn't like so much about like the campaign and the multiplayer. So let's get into it.
What about the other 32%?
Wind 3 knots, heading 274, range 95 meters, projectile mass 89 kilograms. Trust me.
So first off, I want to talk about the campaign, and while a lot of people have been saying that it was kind of tacked on or not really thought out and the story wasn't too great and the campaign was a bit generic, I gotta disagree with that a bit. I mean, it was a little bit. The story wasn't that original and it was a little bit generic with the characters and stuff like that, but the actual gameplay in the campaign and the mechanics behind all the different levels and stuff was just phenomenal. And even the story writing wasn't too bad in the way it was portrayed in-game. I'll be honest, there was a couple of times where it got me almost tearing up a little bit. I won't give any spoilers away for the towards the end of the campaign, but there's some really good bits and it really draws you in. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just a bit of a sook and a bit of a softie, but I really like those sort of stories. It reminded me of like how I used to feel when I used to play the Halo campaigns and how attached I'd get to the characters and sort of emotionally invested I would be in the game. And while I know that's not for everyone and not everyone feels the same about all games, that's sort of what I look for in a campaign a lot. So the fact that this was able to deliver on that and it was super fun to play through was just, I think it was top notch really. Not only the fact that the story got me, but also, like I said, the gameplay mechanics throughout the campaign were just phenomenal. There was times when the game would just present like a puzzle or a scenario and it just made you feel like an absolute badass, or just had like really fun jump puzzles or something like that. I mean, I don't want to say too much more about the campaign to spoil anything or anything like that, but I just would say that I think people need to give it a bit more credit than they kind of have so far, because I thought it was quite good, and I think that Respawn and EA should be very proud of what they put out. It was good. I really enjoyed it. So once the campaign was done, and the main reason why I'll be playing this game for a long time to come is the multiplayer, and my goodness, it is just so fun. It's so addictive, and I don't know what it is about it. Like, I've played other shooters that have been similar to this, like Call of Duty, and I don't know, it's just something about it that just keeps me coming back to it rather than other shooters. And I don't know, yeah, I'm literally speechless. Like, I can't even put into words what it is, but there's something about it that is really fun, really addictive, and I highly recommend you guys give it a go. But I will try and articulate my thoughts and feelings into some coherent words. So basically, I think the movement that they've done in this game is really crisp. Obviously, the first one was really good too, and then you had your Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and stuff like that, sort of trying to emulate that a little bit. This game has taken it to a whole new level. It's just so fluid, it's so easy and fun and rewarding. Like, it's faster, and you think that might be a bit too much and a bit overwhelming, but once you start doing it, it's like, whoa, this feels right, and this is very natural, and it's actually quite easy to pull off a lot of cool maneuvers and make yourself feel like an absolute badass. There's so much more customization in this one too, from your Titans, your pilots loadout, skins, like paint jobs, all that kind of stuff. It's so much to do in this one, and so much to like aim for and achieve, which will give the online gameplay a lot more longevity, I think, because people will be wanting to unlock all the camos and all the Titan weapons and stuff like that. So good on Respawn for putting that sort of stuff in. I feel like that should have been in the first Titanfall, but it's here now, so at least we can make the most of it. Also, just touching on the Titans, now there's 6 different Titans, and unlike the first one, they are actually all sort of preset loadouts that you can alter them a little bit, but they're their own sort of class, I guess, would be the best way to describe it, and they all feel really different and have their unique skill sets and kind of situations when they're best to be used. So some are a little bit easier, some have a higher skill cap, some are more rewarding, some are good in close quarters, some are good to stand far away and snipe and stuff, and it gives a real diversity sort of on the battlefield compared to the first one especially, and compared to every other shooter where there's no giant robots walking around too. Not only the fact that all the Titans are feeling different and play differently and stuff like that, it's the fact that they're so balanced too. I mean, it's not perfect, but for a game that just released, the Titans, the way they interact with pilots and stuff like that, the pilots interact with them. I think it's really balanced, and you don't feel like you're at a disadvantage too much when you're in any scenario. There's always sort of like a way in or out of any situation, which I really like. So if you're a pilot, you have opportunities to take down Titans more than you did in the first one. And if you're a Titan, you definitely have opportunities to take down pilots and other Titans if you play to your Titan strengths. So yeah, it's a bit of a learning curve, but man, it's so rewarding once you get there. So I know this review, whatever it is, it's kind of been all over the shop, and I can't really think of anything negative to say about the game at this point in time, so I'm just going to leave it at that, guys, because I sort of really have good thoughts and opinions on this game, and I don't want to sort of like put any negative feelings towards it at this stage. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that. I want to say thanks again to all you guys for 250 subscribers. I can't even put into words that, like how that feels. The fact that we went from 200 to 250 so quickly as well, it's just so cool. My mind's blown. So thanks a lot to all you guys. You're a great audience. You guys are the reason why I keep making these videos, and I'm really excited to get to 300 because that's when I'm going to have like a montage coming out then. So yeah, let's keep up the good work. So yeah, that's all for today. Titanfall 2, go buy it. Don't get Call of Duty, get this instead. It's everything Call of Duty has, but more. Plus robots and stuff. So get it. Make sure to check out these videos down below, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Even subscribe for more content like this. But until next time, just keep doing what you're doing, guys. Cheers.